friends, if you are bored of regular and monotonous onion, tomato and cashew gravies, then do try the slightly different curd and peanut gravy with the awesome flavor of sesame seeds. This unique combination with boiled potato is really mouth-watering. It's a perfect restaurant-style curry which suits every party's menu, so do try this out.
This is Nidhi and welcome back to my channel. So, my today's yummy recipe is restaurant style peanut aloo curry. So, before starting with the recipe, I would like to request you all to please watch my full video, and in case if you like it, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also do press the bell icon so that you may get the notifications of all my further videos. For detailed written recipe and ingredients with their measurements, please visit the description box below. So, why to wait? Let's move on to my kitchen. So friends, before actually starting with the recipe, let's have a look at the ingredients. So friends, since this is a peanut aloo curry, so obviously the main ingredient will be peanuts. So I have taken 1 cup of raw peanuts which we will fry. Then I have taken few whole red chilies, bay leaves, black cardamom, few seeds of green cardamom, few cloves, few green chilies, few chopped green chilies, jeera, hing, kasuri methi, sesame seed which is optional but it will give very good flavor. Then I have taken 1 cup of fresh curd. Then in dry spices I have taken coriander powder, red chili powder, garam masala powder, fennel seed powder and black salt. Let's have a look at our other main ingredients, which are obviously boiled potatoes. So I have taken 2 to 3 medium sized boiled potatoes and then roughly chopped them. You can even break them into medium sized pieces. Then I have taken enough water to adjust the curry consistency and salt to taste. So friends, without wasting any time, let's move on to our cooking. So to begin with the cooking, the first step will be frying of raw peanuts. So for that I have taken a kadhai. In that I have added enough oil, and once the oil is heated, add the raw peanuts and then set the flame to medium. So we need to fry our peanuts at medium flame only. So friends, don't be in hurry in frying our peanuts. Give them sufficient time and keep stirring in between. And please don't increase the flame to high. So after few minutes of frying the peanuts over medium flame, you can see that nice crunch is developed and the color has also changed a bit. So you don't have to fry them more. Just remove them from the oil and take them over a paper tissue so that the excess oil may be absorbed. So moving on to our next part, which will be dry roasting of kasuri methi and sesame seed. So you can take a separate pan which is oil free. We only have to dry roast it. You don't have to use any oil or ghee here. So just keep the flame low and roast the kasuri methi for 1 or 2 minutes till nice aroma starts coming. You don't have to over roast the kasuri methi. So once the kasuri methi is roasted well, just remove it from the pan, and in the same pan add your sesame seeds. So you have to again dry roast them over low flame for 1 or 2 minutes till nice crunch is developed and nice aroma starts coming. So friends, as you can see here, our sesame seeds are also well roasted here. So just remove them from the pan. You don't have to make them black or you don't have to over roast them. So moving on to our next part, we need to roast our boiled potatoes. For that I have reduced the oil in which we fried our peanuts to half tablespoon only, and when the oil is heated I have added cumin seeds, and when cumin seeds start crackling I have added chopped green chilies. So after frying the chilies for 1 or 2 seconds, immediately add the boiled potato pieces and mix them well with the tadka. After that, add some salt as per the quantity of the potatoes and mix it well. Then you need to roast your potatoes for around 2 to 3 minutes over medium flame. So after roasting them for 2 to 3 minutes over medium flame, now you can see that a nice crunch has developed over the potatoes, so just remove them from the pan. So friends, now let's move on to our next part, that is making the masala for gravy. For that, add fresh curd to a grinding jar. To this add the fried peanuts, roasted sesame seeds, cloves and the seeds of green cardamom. Just grind them together without adding any water initially. After a while add a bit water and grind again to make a smooth paste. So friends, as you can see here, our gravy masala is ready. So friends, now let's move on to our next part, that is making the dry masala paste. For that, you need to take a bit curd and mix it with water, or you can only take the water and then add all the dry spices to this and mix it well, except the white salt. So friends, now all the pre-preparations are done, so let's move on to our main part, that is curry preparation. For that, take half tablespoon of oil in the same kadhai, and once the oil is heated, add bay leaves, whole red chilies and black cardamom, and then you have to roast them over low flame for few seconds. Then immediately add your gravy masala paste which we have prepared. So mix this gravy masala paste very well with the tadka. So friends, since this gravy masala paste is too thick, so just add a bit water and then keep stirring it till nice boil starts coming. So friends, one point to remember is that whenever you are using curd in your gravy preparation, do remember to stir it continuously till it starts boiling to avoid the curdling. So as you can see here, the nice boil has started coming, so it's the time to add our dry masala paste. So just mix it very well with the gravy. So friends, at this point of time, add a bit water to your curry. Then you have to add a bit salt as per your taste, which we haven't added yet. So friends, always add salt only when the curd has got a good boil. Also add few split green chilies and mix everything very well. So after mixing everything well, now you have to cover and cook the curry for around 5 to 6 minutes over low to medium flame. So after 2 minutes of cooking, just open the lid and give a nice mix so that it may not stick to the bottom of your pan, and then again cover the lid and cook for 2 or 3 more minutes. So friends, after cooking the curry for around 5 to 6 minutes over low to medium flame, now you can see that it's well cooked, so it's the time to add our roasted kasuri methi. So just mix it very well with the curry. So friends, as you can see here that our curry is too thick, so just add a bit more water to adjust the curry consistency, and in accordance with that you have to even add a bit more salt. So just mix both the things well and again cover and cook it for 1 or 2 more minutes till again a good boil starts coming. So after cooking it for 1 or 2 minutes, now you can see that nice boil has started coming and the curry consistency is also perfect. So it's the right time to add our pre-roasted boiled potatoes. Do remember to add some chopped fresh green coriander leaves and then mix the potatoes very gently with the curry. So again cover and cook it for 1 or 2 more minutes only so that the potatoes may absorb the nice flavors from the curry, and after that it will be done. So friends, as you can see here that our curry is now perfect, so just switch off the flame and allow it to rest for around 5 minutes. So after giving the rest of 5 minutes to your curry, now you can check it out. See how yummy and delicious it looks. So now it's the right time to serve it out. So just remove it over a serving bowl. So friends, this yummy peanuts potatoes curry is really mouth-watering and it can be served with naans, parathas, puris, plain rice or any kind of pulao. So friends, I am sure you all must have liked this recipe and will definitely try to make it. So do share your feedback and experience in my comment section below, and also do let me know which other recipes you want me to post. So see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care and thanks for watching.